So, Paymarine here with the third quarter finale results finally. There's been a lot of stuff going on. Had a kind of a family personal emergency, so it's kind of delayed a lot of things. So we really had to kind of delay things a bit longer than I wanted to. But the results are finally, well, they've been done, but just being able to get the prize support back up and put the video out basically is kind of the delay. So the first thing you saw when you opened the video were the entrants of the third quarter. So those were their initial entries, and then we're going to go into looking at their final entries, kind of going over the kind of, I guess, the peaks and valleys of things, and then announce which one won. But before we get into all that, I just want to go over the alright, sorry. So I'll go ahead and announce the fourth quarter theme. So for initial entry into the fourth quarter theme, and then if you make it into the final round, I'll give the parameters of what the final round conversion challenge will be. But for the next one, it'll be the second group of Xenos, and that's going to be anything Craftworlds, Eldari, or however they're going by it now. The Drukhari, so the Dark Eldar, Harlequins, which all kind of fall in the Eldar kind of realm of things, Ynnari, and Tau. So pretty heavy on the Eldar side of things, in that realm of stuff, and then we throw in the Tau as well. So that is the next challenge. So that can be anything up to 40mm base, a single model. It can be a single model from a unit, not the whole unit itself, but just a single model that you converted in some way. Can be painted, doesn't need to be painted. But anyway, so that will be the this quarter, and we are getting started a bit late, but I'm going to say the 7th of November will be when entries will be due for the fourth quarter consideration, and then that way we can get it rolling to the next round of the fourth quarter and get those challenges out there so we can get a fourth quarter champion. And then we will roll into the first season, and we'll see if we do this more or not, but at least once this season is ended, all 4 of the champions will be invited back to participate in one final challenge, and the winner will take home a prize. Now, it will be another $100 virtual gift voucher to Games Workshop store, which of course, like I've said in the past, or the $100 US equivalent in whatever your local currency is. And then also there is a prize package that I've been putting together, but I'm not going to put those details out yet. And I'm debating whether I'm even going to put those details out right away for the 4 finalists. It would be, I don't know, I might put it out. All I can say is it's definitely something I would want to win. There's a decent amount of goodies in there. It's a cool prize package. So it's been yeah, very, very fun putting all this together. So without further ado, we will jump over into the first of our finalists, and I want to make sure that I have all these set up correctly. So our first one we're going to take a look at is Morgan Wisby, I believe. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. So let us switch on over so we can take a look at that. So the final challenge for this third quarter was to create a new Xenos Tyranid bioform. So, you know, that is what he has done here. So, peaks and valleys, it's very, I mean, I think it's very well done. I love the use of this, and this was something that's brought up too by the additional judging that we had done. Having that is definitely adds a really cool scene to it. And just grab him, Sammy. Huh? Just take him. Huh? Sorry, he's a little distracted. There's these Lego Ghostbusters over here he's been looking at that I think he wants to play around with a little bit. Again, like I said, with all my videos, this is kind of a unfortunate casualty. It's definitely one that I don't mind because, you know, but I know other people have unfortunately made negative comments. But I've got 4 kids, well, 3 and a 4th one on their way. it's just bound to happen. Anyway, back into this. Just when you're playing, buddy, don't be too loud, okay? Yeah, so the scenic base, very well done. It's very kind of menacing the way he's coming up here. We got some other views here. He's got a gun tail of some kind, and he's got definitely the size, so he definitely can slice and dice some stuff. So again, all very cool in the posing, and you can see here. So we got, you know, it looks like it's just a kind of another body, and then it looks like maybe the body, another body kind of cut here and then spliced there. So we add like another set of legs, and then you got the gun shooting. And there you go. So the only thing was, I guess one of the valleys was, I guess the tail was one where I guess the organic flow can be kind of hard to do when you're kit bashing. So it's kind of, if we go back, you know, it doesn't look too bad from this side, and even this side looks pretty good. You can see where the original tail is, but then here is where it kind of gets a little, it kind of tapers and then gets thick again, and then gets really thick down here, which, you know, that's what would probably happen here with the reinforcement of such a bigger gun, but it just kind of offsets such a huge gun to this tail, and then the tail here probably could have been beefed up a little bit more, so it could coincide with like it actually having the strength to be, you know, like whipping this big gun around. And then the other one was right here at the neck. It's could be done a little bit more seamlessly. I don't know if the green stuff or if there's a way to kind of create it to where it doesn't look quite like the neck there, and it might just be the positioning, because it could, another thing that could be is it could almost be like a centaur version of a Tyranid, where you have like this body and then this is like the torso and stuff, but because of the way it's positioned, it just kind of left a little bit of a gap issue. So yeah, but overall it's a very awesome model. And then next we have Simon. Okay, so the next one, which should be, yes, so Simon. So this was Simon's take on a new Xenos bioform, where he kind of took it and went more with an orc camouflaging. Now, if you saw his earlier one, for his entry, he did an orc, which was part of this Xenos group, but it was like it took a crisis suit over, like they looted a crisis suit. So in a similar fashion, it looks like this orc has kind of looted a couple of Tyranid carcasses to try to blend in, because he sent like a little story with it, which isn't part of this challenge, but it is kind of neat to see people's stuff. And basically, this orc had got separated essentially in a Tyranid swarm battle of some kind, and essentially in order to survive, looted the carcasses of some Tyranids to do his best to blend in. So it's kind of the thing was, so this was definitely something from the judges. It's well done as far as the concept and the idea of it, but they basically just saw it as like a mech boy or whatever, I can't even remember what they're called now, but with just the Tyranid bits put on, and it wasn't like an actual to the challenge of being a new bioform of Tyranids, but it definitely gets, you know, points for creativity and you know, uniqueness. And also, you know, I also can understand where he's coming from, where obviously his main army is orcs, so this fits right in. So kind of like win or lose, he's got a new cool character model for sure. Alright, so that is Simon. And then next up we have a Tom, I want to say Dowson, or yeah, I'm going to go with Dowson. Hopefully I'm saying names right. I mean, that's a simple name, but I have a tendency to mix up some super simple names. So, here we have his Tyranid bioform. Now this thing here is very interesting. A lot of guns, some interesting legs. The legs look like they're kind of like the blade, like a bladed kind of thing, which would be interesting to see like how deep down they actually do go. and how easy that would be for this thing to actually move, and not kind of be top heavy with all these guns kind of flying. But who knows, maybe they kind of just stop, like right where we see them at the ground somewhat. I'm not sure, but still a very cool model. And then the head, I'm not too sure what is all going on with the head. I can see like a warrior head here, and then it looks like those, I can't remember what they're called now, they're kind of like the little upgrade creatures that kind of symbiotic relationship kind of a thing on there. And there's another one there. You got these spines. It's very, very well done, I think. And that was one of the main things is there's not really any place that stands out as kind of an awkward transition. Everything has an attachment and it attaches in, and then these guns into the back, and maybe it's the use of these over seam areas is to where it it does its job in hiding. Hold on, buddy. Scoot you over this a little bit. It does its job in hiding kind of maybe those awkward or potential transition points, so it covers them up well. And then this here, though, the head is the only thing that I guess is kind of confusing. Not in a bad way, but it's just like I'm not, obviously, like with Tyranids, like you don't know where exactly their eyes are, because there's some that have eyes on their guns and stuff, but more just like what, like this whole section right here is just like what is going on there. It's very unique and very different. So yeah, all right, well, and that is it. That is all there was for this quarter. There was only the 3 entrants, which is kind of good and bad in the sense of it's too bad that I didn't have more outreach and more participants in this one. So that's the bad. Or no, well, yeah, that's the bad. The good was, it's less competition necessarily for those, but along with that, it was very hard, very rough competition. All 3 of these were very, very well done. And like I said, it was extremely close across the board. Again, each quarter it gets worse and worse, as in it's so close. Each one of these were within a point of each other. It really was just down to the wire for it. No ties, so there's that. But again, like I said, it was a point difference between all of them. So really, just minor things here and there with each one of them, and any one of them could have taken the lead. So real quick, buddy. So without further ado on that, I will put the winner back up on the screen here in a second, and we will see who is the winner. And there we have it. So Mr. Tom Dowson. I'm going with Dowson. So congratulations. You have won the 3rd quarter Forged in Plastic Challenge. So congratulations, and hopefully you'll be coming back for the end of the year challenge when the 4 champions come back and get a final challenge. So again, thank you for everyone that participated, and I really hope that we get a good showing for this 4th and final quarter before the final at the end of the year. So again, that is going to be pretty much anything in the Eldar range. The Harlequins, Eldar, Dark Eldar, I can't remember what else there was, the Ynnari, or I think that's all in that same realm, and the Tau. So if you have any of those and you want to kit bash something up, or already have some kit bashed up, and again, painted or unpainted, no bigger than 40mm base, and no vehicles. I didn't mention that before. There's no vehicle challenge at this time. So maybe maybe in the future I'll do like a vehicle kit bash challenge, but as of right now, we're just doing actual unit or character models and stuff. So, like again, that'll be November 7th will be the deadline for that. And thank you again for everyone that participated. And sorry for those that did not win this time. If you want to participate in the next quarter, you're still more than welcome to. Obviously, the winners can't because they've already won a quarter, and they can't have two chances, I guess, to go into the final round. So, with all that being said, again, if you haven't already, please check out the rest of the videos I have on the channel. Check out my Facebook page and the link in the description. And I would definitely appreciate the subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time.